Let's not start yet because it seems like we're having trouble. One of our things is not going live right now. Hold
All
on.
right. All right.
It didn't go live for us. We the Instagram didn't do what it's supposed to do. So we're gonna back out and try that again. Wait a minute, did it do it? Oh, save. All right, we hit my intro again. So we had to do the music twice, but we had to make sure everybody gets up in here. You know, we too old for these technical difficulties. It's like peeing in the bed. We too old for that shit.
What is up, Marcus?
What's going on? What's going on, Don? How you doing this great day?
I'm doing great, man. NFL is back. So you know
Oh,
what that means.
tomorrow night, huh?
Tomorrow night, the focus is back.
Yeah, yeah. We, well, we guess we won't have no lives on a Thursday, Sunday, or Monday.
Nah, I can't have that. Can't have that, man. Interrupting the flow there.
Uh, yeah, buddy. So let me make sure we get on. Make sure everything's coming through. Make sure our lives are coming through. Make sure our Instagram should be coming through. There it goes. It
Check.
popped off. So we make sure people on the Instagram world can see. We can see them. Hot damn,
Yeah,
hot damn. We all right. So how?
we are we are alive, sir.
We are live for another episode of Data Firm the Real. I'm Marcus Goodwin, and I'm with my partner, my lovely love. Well, I can't say lovely; it don't sound right.
Man, what?
Yeah, I'm slipping. I thought I was talking. my good partner and co-host Don, Mr. Junior Lily
AKA
himself.
Jr.Lily, the
Right
man
on.
on the mic.
Yes, Lord. All right. So today's gonna be a good one. What's our topic tonight?
Couples goals versus couples or relationships fools goals. Is
Yeah.
social media a wonder or a mask to your relationship? So we basically try to figure out who's telling the truth and who lying behind the mask.
Yes. And among other things. But before we get started, let's Don, do me a favor. Hit him with the disclaimer for me.
All right, the views and opinion expressed in this podcast are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Date Affirm the Real. Any content provided by our guests or hosts is their opinion and is not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, or individual.
Right on. So,
Mhm.
and now you read that. Now I have to read the introduction.
Yes, sir. Let's do that.
Welcome to Data From the Real, where we empower black couples and singles to be the best version of themselves as we discuss the complexities of human mind and relationships.
Got
Meaning,
to. Putting
translation.
that, putting that Barry
That's
White in.
yeah. That's the technical way of saying what we are. The real way I like to say it is, good evening, babe. You know, we want to keep it positive. There's
Yeah,
so many stereotypes and negativities around relationships, especially with things like in our black community. We want to make sure everybody who's dating in a relationship or just want to be single, it's positivity and we don't get none of that. We ain't talking about the drama. If we talk about
yeah.
drama, we talking about results.
Hmm.
If you're gonna be negative, we need to make sure we get to a positive because the good should always overshadow the bad.
Indeed,
Overshadow the bad.
indeed, sir.
Yeah. So tonight, the couples goals or couples fools goals. It was
Hmm.
actually inspired by the Club Shay Shay interview with Tyrese, and it was a snippet which we'll play in a moment, which Don and I was thinking about. I was like, oh, there's a couple of things on here that we can address and make some things and turn to a positive that that go on daily in other people's relationships.
Indeed.
and we need to address it. The best way to recognize a problem is to address it head on. And of course, we're gonna talk about the good things about it. And so, Don, what you think? We should go ahead and play the clip.
Let's go ahead and get the clip played so to give people some context of what we want to discuss today on the couples goal versus couples fools goal.
Yeah, and I just want to put another disclaimer out there. The idea of getting this clip came from the Tuesday Night Podcast. Well, I won't say came from the idea, but it's very well inspired by the Tuesday Night Podcast. We bite a little bit from our own people. Kia McLean, the poet, and Sean Meeker, the dark therapist.
Yeah, hit him with the clip.
All right, give me 1 second. Hit this like this. Hit this like this. We hit that play button.
Goals won't be couples goals if them niggas upload them arguing every goddamn day. Right. Why are they couple goals? Because you put a filter on it, you didn't cut and paste it, you didn't grab the ribbon and bought that motherfucker Hermes bags that she didn't deserve. You just met this nigga. Fuck you bought 12 Hermes bags for. The Birkin with the gator. Shit. 100, 200, $300,000 for that thing.
Yeah, them
You just got this nigga. You just met her last week. You just sent her a DM. What are you doing? You're insecure and you're buying too much shit trying to impress somebody, but what you're doing for them because you know they don't feel that way about you. So you're trying to purchase your way into feelings. And then you put the shit up on Instagram and you got everybody believing that the love is the love, but you have purchased your way into the love. That nigga don't feel that way about you. That's uncomfortable. So you put a filter on it, you edit it, you cut and paste it, and then you're living in it. You've been living the lie for so goddamn long, you believe your own lie. You've been telling that same lie over lunches and dinners sitting across from other couples. They're real. Your shit is fake. Y'all niggas argued all the way to the restaurant and all the way home. You're sleeping in 2 different rooms. When you gonna upload that? When you gonna upload the fact that I love you, but I don't like you? When they gonna put that out there? They not gonna do it. Because the concept of couples goals is way more sexy than niggas knowing I hate your goddamn guts. Wow. You understand me?
I do.
Okay. Couples goals.
Yeah, that part. All that.
Right. So, what is couples goals? That's the first question we should answer, huh?
Yeah, that's what we should try to define for the audience so we give them the concept of what Tyrese was talking about in that piece there, minus the harsh language.
All right.
So,
yeah. He was a whole lot of niggas going on in there, was it?
So couples goals refers to the idealized behaviors, action, or characteristics of a relationship that others admire to aspire or emulate. So in the aspect of the social media world, we're talking about the psychological of deception. Is social media a window? So you're looking out, seeing other people's relationship goals? Or is it a mask where people are hiding behind social media or putting on a persona as if they are perfect? Well, we all know that we are imperfect within ourselves as humans. So with that definition, let's get into some discussion, sir.
What's the first thing you got to say about that, nigga?
But you think about the concept of couple goals, right? We represented a way in which couples interact, support each other, experience life together that seems as desirable or worthy of admiration. I mean, you're a couple. I'm a couple with my lady, and we try to do things that make us feel good. But there are people who may be watching what you're doing and want to emulate or mimic your relationship agenda. So if you are putting on a facade and not true to yourself, how is that going to be defined in the aspect of social media being a window? Because you want some authenticity there. You want to show that you are real about what you're doing and not just doing this for the gram. You know what I mean?
No. Not at all.
I know you're going to go against
All right.
All right, so explain a little bit what you're talking about.
So we actually talked about this a couple of years ago, Babe and I, on this similar topic. But I'm not putting you in all my business.
Okay.
I need to show you what I want to show you. I control the narrative. I'm
Dig.
you because I know we just talked about saying negative, but you try to dig. So people, yeah, you may be want to show people may be envious and this and that, but it's none of your business. I want to show you the happy stuff. I ain't gonna show you that you bust my ass to the white meat because because I looked at the wrong girl by accident. Well, it wasn't wrong girl, but I looked at this one chick and you didn't appreciate it. No, I shouldn't show you that
Yeah.
because what's happening? What's the so okay? I'm gonna put it back on you. So you say we should show the authenticity, right?
Yes.
If I show you the authenticity, what's the advantages of that?
Say the last part again.
What's if I show? I'm sure I keep showing you the authenticity of this social media world and almost I'm just putting out everything out there like that for you. The authenticity. What's the advantage to me? What's the advantage to me?
I think you can foster some deeper connections and create some communications because if you think about a show that you may watch on TV or even someone who's creating uh, content for a social media post, if you peel back the covers and show them the blooper reel, the mistakes that you did in creating that, you're giving them some more hindsight because you know the finished product is what we all want to see. But then if you can just peel back just a layer, not everything, just a layer to show them that if you created this and you had some mistakes, you had some laughs, you had to recut, you had to re-edit, you had to retake. I think that's what people want to see so they can connect with that. Say, this person just didn't wake up in the morning and everything was 24 karat gold. He had to actually go out there and polish that brass and make it shine a little bit. You know what I mean?
Okay, I understand that, and I can really understand. I can dig it to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Yes, you should show a level of authenticity. I really agree with you. You know, the work that's put in, the time, like I said, the polish of the gold to make it shine.
Yeah. But if you
But
got some food gold,
exactly. Um, I don't know if it's lying. Is the mask would the mask be lying or just camouflaging
it,
or not telling, or is the mask lying or not telling the entire truth or not
I
just
think
not
we're going to
revealing
get
it?
to that when we get to that because it can delve into both. Because if you're wearing a mask, are you covering up the blemishes, or are you trying to put on a different image? You see what I'm saying? If you're robbing a
Okay.
bank, you're putting on a mask because you want to look like a Ronald Reagan or something. People all usually wear Ronald Reagan masks when you rob a bank. But behind that Ronald Reagan mask, you're black as me. So you know what are you trying to cover up there? But we definitely want to get into that because let's stay on the topic right now of
Okay.
the role of social media as a window. Then once we get through that and get some opinions from the audience, we can definitely get back to that mask part because that mask is definitely an area of discussion we want to get to as well.
Okay. So the role of media being a window.
Mhm.
Okay. So at the same time, what a window has blinds. So I mean,
Yeah,
I can close the blind so you can't see. All right. If it's a window, well, if I move away from the window, you can't see me.
true.
Why was the person looking in mad? So if the role of social media is a window, does that make you a peeping tom?
No, because you're putting it out there, and you make up a good point as a social media as a window because you can see into that window as well as you can see out. So again, as you indicated, you're moving away from the window. It's the same thing as you're not putting any content out. Therefore, you're not on social media to share. But as soon as you open those blinds wide on a Saturday morning, let everybody see, let your neighbors see you butt naked walking through the house. You are showcasing to the world your goods. So just as you're looking out the window to see what's going on in your neighborhood, your neighbors are looking in as to what is happening in your life. So you are showing a little bit of self-expression because you are giving people the opportunity to comment, like, to subscribe, to
Okay.
follow into your world. When you open that window, like you said, keep your blind closed. You can't see shit. But if you're doing that, then people are not going to be on your social media to look into your window, because you think about the concept of what social media is. You're opening your window so people can see what you're doing.
Okay. I can take that. You know, yeah, because I'm letting you see. Like you're right. I'm letting you see. I'm giving you
Yeah,
glimpses. You can't come in, but you can see in.
yeah.
You can't touch, but you can observe.
Don't get too close now, because now you are getting to that peaking Tom area. Those are the ones that get into the DMs, right? Okay, you can watch, you can like, you can comment, but don't get into the DMs. We
Mm,
ain't trying to no peaking Toms.
okay. Yeah, you right. But e- everybody everybody tried to get in DMs once. I did it once. I screwed it away. I mean, I literally tried to holler at a woman one time with a DM. It was an epic fail. And you know what happened?
What happened?
She gonna marry me.
Oh wow! I think that's an epic
That's part of
success.
that's a whole other story. The only time I hopped in the DM and come 3 years later come with a proposal. Ain't that some shit?
Man, boy, you showing them how you do it, man. This is a man right here.
Yeah, Chat
But
TV wasn't doing nothing.
but if you think about the concept of self-expression, you're using the social media as a window, but your self-expression is authentic. You're creating content for people to understand who you are. I mean, even when you're doing your TikTok reels, right? You're sitting out there on your patio, you may be drinking coffee, you may be smoking a cigar, but you are authentic with your explanations, you're authentic with your comments and your content, and you put that on TikTok for those to see, giving them a glimpse into your world, how you think, how you respond and react to certain things. You don't give them everything; you just give them just enough, so they either like it or they don't like it. They can go kick rocks down the road somewhere.
Okay, so even with we'll jump into that later. I want to jump.
Yeah,
I was loading these guns. I was loading this gun. I was about to hit you with some
keep them
bullets, but
cocked, keep them
no,
cocked.
no, I don't want to keep you. I don't hit you with
All
no
right,
spray
John
by
Wick.
accident. What? Yeah. So I can see what you're saying, and I'm just putting this all into the topic of data from the real, where
Yeah,
we're dealing and how Tyrese was talking.
yeah,
You know, minus the word nigga.
yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So what's the next one you got for me? So I'm putting it all in my
Con-
head.
Connectivity. Social media can also serve as a window into the lives of others. So if you're looking for inspiration, you're helping people stay connected through friends or family, whether it be Facebook or through global events in real time. If someone's having a session where you like what they're doing and they want to invite you, it can also add insight into different cultures. You may be following someone who has a different type of lifestyle or different type of viewpoint, and you want to get a concept of that, so it's not all one side. You want to live a well balanced, thought provoking life.
So I can use see that with the connectivity because if I'm trying to connect with other positive relationships or positive people dating
Hmm.
dating is well versed in social media.
Yeah.
Everything is dating now. It seems like through some sort of social media.
Hmm.
Hell, I didn't know till after I was in a relationship that Facebook had a dating app. Or it was I was like, damn,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. That's how intertwined is becoming part of our everyday life. So if we think how we're thinking, right? We're at an age in life where we may still have the old school values where we, you know, meet someone out in public and try to spit a line or two and get their information and hopefully talk your way into dating, and then from there it's whatever, maybe dinner, lunch, coffee meet. But nowadays social media window is pretty much just pulling up your phone. It's like bam, there's new singles in your area. You could not even being asked for it, or some craziness where it's almost like your life is being watched by others unexpectedly, or even if you even do it uh, as the show of authenticity or self expression. It's being watched by someone, whether it be by Google, Facebook. They're gonna get your data, so
Yeah.
they're gonna sell that data.
Oh yeah. They gonna get it. And so so we talk about connectivity and authenticity.
Hmm.
How often do you think authentic people make connections? Or when I mean authentic, I mean both sides are authentic. Would you say 50%, 90%, 30%?
I'm probably say it's probably 100% because if you're authentic and you go out into the world, even if it's just at a conference, right? And you meet some other authentic individuals and you converse and you strike up interesting topic of conversation, you're gonna see immediately like this person is genuine in what they're saying. If they can, you know, live an authentic life, and you're gonna be able to connect and be like, wow, that was a real conversation. You're not just speaking BS and not filling out a place. You can really feel the conversation as it is happening in real time.
Mm, yeah.
You never had a conversations like that, sir?
I mean, I also had conversations where not both parties were authentic. At least one, it's multiple times where one is not authentic.
Yeah.
Hell, most of the times it might have been me. Um,
He out
but
there living the lie, sir.
yeah, I told a lie to my.
Tyrese,
I don't told a lie to my time. Hell,
you purchase your way into the love. Look at him.
that's coming up. Oh shit, that part right there, that that right there, yeah, that's
Yeah,
coming down. When you
that's coming
purchase a
up.
relationship, yeah,
Yeah.
you, mm, that's where we'll get fun.
Oh yeah.
But no, what's the truth? But what's the lie detector in social media? There is no lie detector
I believe. Well,
or
I,
the checks and
well,
balance.
the checks and balances come from your BS meter. You have to have an internal BS meter. I think people who are well balanced and experienced in the concept of dating or social media, we just read BS. We know this shit is bullshit, man. You see some ads on social media talking about, oh, click here, you can, erase your debt without even doing anything. Come on, is that really authentic? Damn well they stealing data of doing shit like that. Where you can just go and click and your data is erased. So you got to have a BS meter and understand when people just shooting the shit, right? Pretty much, they're out there just got the gift of gab, and then you're laying down a couple of lines to try to seem impressive in what they're saying. Basically, they are in that aspect hiding behind the mask, because someone who's authentic, you can feel it in their conversation. Again, you've seen a couple TED Talks when people are giving their speeches. Is that was a real genuine conversation. They're explaining a product or a service or a concept. You can understand that. You can feel that. It's not something that people are sitting there got to think about. How can I impress these people with a catchy line and a hook phrase, right? I got you, bitch. Come here. No, it's all real. That's where the authenticity come into. It's not it have to be social media. It can be in real life. You speaking with family members. You may have an uncle who just going to give you some game, right? He's going to sit you down and talk to you man to man and just tell you some things about life, and you can feel that as a young guy growing up. You could understand that, and you could appreciate those type of conversations.
Hmm. So the BS meter
Yeah.
is not every. A lot of people don't even have it. It's very very much out of calibration, and this leads to about half of our topics on this
Mm-hmm.
platform. So the BS meter, yeah, we're not gonna count. We're never gonna use that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm serious because if you listen to like on the two, not if when you listen like on Tuesday nights when we listen to the ladies and they talking about the using that inner voice that whatever it is to guide them.
Yeah.
they tell you that because a lot of people are not using it.
Of course.
And if we was able to use it more often, we have a lot less topics to talk about. So let's
Yeah.
let's keep let's flip that. So let's flip that to the positive. So
Hmm.
we do. So when we social media and dating and anything like that, yeah, we do need to practice using our instincts and reading through the lines and looking for the red flags. It's the common thing, and that will help filter out some of this. And we have to keep our self esteem at a high level.
Yeah.
You know, even though you may have a high self esteem, sometimes you just had them low days, and we have them low days. Things can go over your head, and you can miss some things, and next thing you know, you're in a situation.
Agree.
So
Definitely do agree.
yeah, so that and the parts about your uncles, oh yeah, that's what's up. Unfortunately, there's a big portion of the population he didn't have that sturdy influence like that, and that wasn't passed down or was taught that, and that's what we kind of have to get around to make sure we could teach that people who didn't have that influence, like let them know how to articulate it and get that
Yeah.
dialogue going amongst your peers, because that game that your uncle and them told you, and the aunties and the mamas taught the daughters, and that wasn't passed down to everybody.
Yeah.
That's where the community comes in. We have to form that community,
Indeed.
that bond of that social circle, and you say, hey, hey partner, yeah, you come on now, because I was,
Yeah.
a lot of things I was taught or seen by my father and other, but there's a lot of things I wasn't. And when I went in the Navy, these guys, these dudes, they poured into me and they put me on game on a lot of things like, oh, because I needed to grow up,
Yeah.
plain and simple, and they helped me grow up, and that's part of growing up.
Yeah.
And sometimes, so even though you may be an adult, certain lessons you miss.
Definitely agree with that.
Yeah. But all right, so without connectivity, well, hold on, I got one a little rant.
Okay. It's okay. Get in that soapbox, man.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're going to our next segment now, which is couples goal, or AKA living behind the mask. So we're going to throw that definition up, sir, in regards to that.
All right, which one is that one? The GOLD.
Yep. So couples gold is used to describe a relationship that appears perfect or ideal on the surface, but is actually insecure or superficial. It can be portrayed as such on social media or in public, but lacks genuine connection or authenticity. So we go back to what Tyrese's clip was saying. When you're purchasing your way into the love, is that actually authentic?
All right, so before we get into that portion of purchasing away in a relationship, is the part about after you purchase and you trying to put that front on in front of the
Oh,
world.
oh,
Because that's what I got out of it. Because he's trying to put in front of the world that your shit is perfect, which I can't disagree with. That I want people think my shit is perfect to an extent. You know, I'm not gonna show you or tell you about the argument we about to had. I may tell you about how we resolved an argument. I don't want to tell you, or I don't want to tell you about this, and that, and we break up and we get back together. Because guess what? Once you put the negative out there, you can't take it back. Even though I may take you back, I can't take the negative that was put out there about you.
mm, wow,
Now, the opinion has formed by the people looking in the window, and that can't be reversed. Now they done made a judgment about that person that the negativity was put out about, or that you don't accept it, forget or forgive or whatever y'all did, move on.
hmm
Now they don't like that person, but yet you want to front to them like, "Oh, she great," or you want to put that out there like, "Oh, she full of shit," or that he full of shit. Now you can't do that.
Yeah,
Just like, do you ever tell your family that you and your girl had an argument about and what she did and what she do or has done or things she's doing that caused the argument?
it would depend on the circle. It would depend on the circle because what you're saying is actually correct. You don't want to share with the world everything that goes on in your relationship, but you may have one close cousin, you may have one close family member, one close friend that you can come to in the time of needing for honest conversation without judgment being doned down on what you're saying because from the concept of social media looking into your window, if they see that negativity, that's all they need to clickbait and go run and tell, Johnny, Sally, and Joe. But minimizing that negativity and sharing it only with those that you are close with helps you become a better person because you need someone to talk to if there is time of need or comfort or discussion because you can't just bottle it up and bury it. You may need someone to talk to. You gotta have
Yeah,
someone you can trust.
I so yes, I agree with that. You have one or two people that you can lay information, but so let's say you break up. Do you start telling your family? If you start telling your family this, that, and the other about all the stuff she might have been doing or he was doing, and you get back with her, what your family gonna say?
Yeah, that definitely can look at you with a side eye.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, she's and what she is she. I'm saying she like because all I have was girlfriends, but you're not they're not seeing the good qualities that the reason why you took her back because of the possibly because all the great qualities she had overshadowed that one or two things or that incident that might have caused you to break up. You
Yeah,
know, so those are things like that. This is why you gotta be you really gotta be careful what they see in that window.
of course. Agree.
And so I'd rather show the world all the happy moments.
Okay.
If I don't want to show that negative in my relationship, I can express that we have bad moments.
Hmm.
I can express that, this was not the highlight, you know, but I'm not going to put anything that would cast a shadow of the person in that relationship. So I need to be showing you that which I hardly ever would do is like, oh, we went to the Ruth Chris and he go to steak
Yeah.
because you see if you show a steak on my plate, you gonna see the motherfucker half gone, you know. Or this is where we went to this and that, where we went dancing or on a helicopter ride, or things like that. I'm not gonna show you where. Look at this. This which you probably have seen on some kind of social media. Look at this mother effer. He even opened the door for me, ladies. Or the Cheesecake Factory. You taking me to Cheesecake Factory? Those are the things that we don't want. That shouldn't be shared.
Let me play devil's advocate on that
Talk to me.
because I saw what you're saying is correct. Let me agree with you first of all. Stand my ground. You don't want to share negativity with anyone, and not just social media, just in life in general. But people have cameras, and they're on the sideline waiting to catch anything that looks like it could be used against you or just used in general. There was this couple in a airport lobby. The man was minding his own business. I guess him and his lady had maybe a discussion. She started screaming at him. He sat there patiently as possible, trying to not cause a scene. Someone else was recording this. And then she turned around and screamed at the person recording and told them mind their own effing business. He didn't mean to share that with the world. I'm pretty sure she didn't mean to share that with the world. But someone's out there on the sideline waiting to capture something so they can go viral. Not necessarily you just so happen to be the person that they're pointing their camera at. Those situations cannot be accounted for because you can be having a private conversation and someone can overhear something and turn their microphone up and just point the camera at you and put your whole conversation on live. It's not fair, but that's the type of world that we currently live in.
Okay, so yes, that can happen. But two, we play devil's advocate to the devil's advocate. Most of that could be avoided with some goddamn home training. Why the hell she hollering in the middle of an airport?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
this is what we. But this is where we talk about, or maybe this is what we should say. If I don't want our arguments to be on social media, that means also, I mean, our arguments should be out in public.
Exactly.
Maybe if you're mad at me and you expressing it in your facial expressions, that probably can't be avoided. But the words and the confrontation, it should be private. In them four corners of your home, your relationship, your car, in that force field where it was just these two people hashing out their problems.
Mm-hmm.
So if she hollering, she needs some she need to tune in on Tuesdays, every other Tuesday, with Key McLean the poet and Shamika the dark therapist, and get some healing going on or something.
Yeah.
But that
Great.
you can eliminate some of that. So
Let me devil's advocate to that devil's advocate. Devil's are gonna be some gods here in a minute. But if you think about what Tyrese said in his last bit, when he said a couple is arguing in the car on the way to meet other couples, and they're not posting that on the social media. Yes, they're not going to post that on social media. So what was Tyrese trying to portray when he indicated couples' goals? They're living a lie because people can have a discussion in private, not have it displayed for the world, and then arrive to a party and act like nothing never happened. What do you think he was trying to get at when he pertained to that aspect? Because he was trying to explain like they're living behind a mask or a lie or something. When in reality, that's what we do. We have private conversations about our debates, arguments, discussions, and we don't share with the world.
so I think he somewhat got it wrong. Just my I not listened to the whole interview, but
Yeah.
just my recollection and just watching that, I think he somewhat got it wrong. But if you notice, what he said was they're going to meet somebody, another couple they envious of, whatever. Yes, surround yourself with somebody who's doing it positively.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be envious. Just be use it as an example, maybe, or
Be mindful.
inspiring,
Very, very demure.
inspired. Yeah.
There you go.
These people,
Yeah.
man. So
Yeah, I didn't agree with his last part when he was saying that because that seemed like they were wrong for not displaying their erratic emotions or behavior for the world to see. You don't want to see that. Don't put that out there.
yeah. Like your mom used to tell you, fix your face.
Before you go up in here.
Yeah. But that has to be addressed. Like, okay, I'm one person. So those which is I can't stand because it be our people who do it. Let me rephrase that because
Okay.
it be our people who I see doing this.
Okay.
I won't say doing the most. It's the people I see the most doing it. It be our people who love displaying all the arguments and negativity on camera, like it's a badge of honor.
That's not cool.
It's not cool. Not only, and you're trying to use it when they try to use it like to prove that they're right. And if you're right or wrong, I'm still gonna, I'm And I hate to do it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna judge you. You know, this is the double-edged sword I'm about to say.
Okay.
When the old folks you say don't be I'm saying like don't what goes on in the house, don't take what's happening outside, or don't put our business out in the street type deal.
Yeah.
You know, it's a double-edged sword because it will allow our disagreements and arguments to stay in house.
Hmm.
And I say it's double-edged sword because and it could get deeper in some of the things that we try to hide that
From the
wasn't
world.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't good. That need to be addressed, and that's about some immoral things like molestation, which I'm not getting into, things of that nature. But I'm gonna focus on like, okay, yeah, it's like when you a kid, like, yeah, my mama beat my ass because I stole some candy. You don't go bragging about that shit to your friend, man. My mama tore my ass up. I won't steal no more.
No. No.
You know, but things like that. So I hate when I see our people do that. That you're looking for audience for your negativity.
Is that a change of the times? Because we see it now with the aspect of social media more than ever before. It's almost like you people, well, I'm not gonna say people, rephrase that. It's almost if I'm pulling up my phone, I'm gonna look at Facebook, I'm gonna look at IG, and I'm gonna see what craziness is on here today. Is that what we're doing now?
It is now
Okay.
because it's so popular and it gets the most views. It's gonna get shown, and that's what we're doing now. Yes, I hate to say yes, but that's what we're doing now.
Okay.
With the world like the world we're living in, and I noticed this years ago. A person rather pay their cell phone than pay their light bill. They'll raise money to get that keep that cell phone on, and they're faster than they will keep money and keep the lights on.
Yeah.
They might have to go in their car, sit in their car and charge that summer gun.
That's
But
another topic. That's
yeah, but
yeah.
this is something I would see. Like you, you can I don't know how like you can come up money get this for that keep that cut that phone back on before you get your lights cut back on, and
Yeah.
this addiction we have causes to have our priorities kind of screwed up.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoever created the concept of social media definitely has an end game. And right now they're winning.
Yeah, because I
They're
know how I
winning.
know it's an addiction, which I'm guilty of a lot of times too. If you look at now, your phone tells you how much time you spent on your phone per week. It'll say you spent 2 hours more than you did last week.
Yeah, I saw that on mine. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's a
That's
wake
crazy.
up call. Like, yo, it's a lot of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And so I get so my phone says I spent 1 hour less. Like, yay, you know what? Now, if you want to take an audit of your life, how much of it is on the social media platform? Then audit how much of that social media platform was pres- uh, prescribed to negativity.
Mm, that's a good point.
You know,
That's looking at negativity on social media is the equivalent of waking up and starting your Monday out bad because people say usually they start their day out bad, the rest of the day go bad the rest of the week. So if you're focusing on that negativity, that's gonna creep into your consciousness, and then you
yeah.
got people acting out what they've seen or acting out because their spirit is irritated. But let's
Because
continue again
yeah, the algorithm told on you.
with the aspect here, the second part of the role of social media as a mask. And this concept can be based on three things that I listed here, but one of them is a curated reality, which means Many people use social media to present an idealized version of their lives, carefully curating posts to highlight only the best moments. This can create a mask that hides the complexities and challenges they face. Now, we discussed that highlighting the best moments is not a bad thing. We've clarified that. You don't want to show people, peeping into your window, all the nonchalant thing that may go on. But here they're saying highlighting only the best moments can create a mask. I don't agree with that statement, but the complexities behind that could be something who wants to try to always reach perfection. Therefore, you're always showing things that highlight that, which it can be good, but I just I think there's always a level of complexity that we have in our lives that we should not always show on social media. I mean, again, if you're using it for a business aspect, it could be great. If you're just using it to get 1,000 likes, 20 million likes, you can be opening up a more deeper can of worm than what you may realize in those complexities.
So that was a whole bunch of complicated words and stuff.
Come on, man.
So I mean, it really is. I'm simple. All right. So yes, sometimes trying to be too perfect can be detrimental.
Yeah,
When you're trying to be up, you fall down.
yeah,
I'm just showing you the perfect little world, everything, this and that, and so let's just say you're trying to get a perfect shot, you gonna hurt yourself.
yeah,
You trying you trying to show, and I get that, and when you try to make everything so perfect, and they see everything so perfect,
hmm
people always looking for that. They looking for you to fall. They looking for that chink. They looking for that one time, that one slip up,
yeah.
because
Too
I,
perfect.
yeah, yeah. When you too perfect, because and this comes again because sometimes people are not happy with their existence, what's going on in their existence, and they want to see that in the perfect. They want to see a perfect picture get or a perfect window get a crack in it.
Yeah,
And this is where it can be bad because they trying to look for it, or when you trying to show too perfect gets more get perfect haters.
oh yeah. You definitely would get more haters. You look at him in them clean ass shoes on.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
and to play devil's
creep
advocate
span.
though, but play devil's advocate,
Yeah,
the haters always watching.
they are. They're the
Yeah,
ones who are peeping toms.
yeah. So
They are peeping
if you
toms.
have a brand and you're trying to get views,
Mm-hmm.
and the haters are hating on you, they can't hate on you if they can't see you. So they have to
Exactly.
watch.
They have to watch.
They have to watch.
Yeah.
Cat Williams said, "If you boys say, well, what do you say about if you ain't got so many haters by the summertime, you ain't doing something right."
No, I ain't looking for no haters. We just
You gotta have haters. I'm honestly, dog. I'm learning this.
that's a
That you,
that's a that's a to me that's a divisive word that I've never actually listened to. Going back to what the '90s when people say, "Oh, he hating on me," I never played that card. I never actually said that because I don't. This is just my personal experience and personality. I don't believe in haters. Now there are people out here who can dislike you. That's fine. You dislike me, but I don't look at it as you being a hater because you don't like the fact that I'm trying to be successful. Okay, fine. That's your agenda. That's your problem. I never looked at it as an aspect of hater. I still don't look at it in the aspect of hater. So whenever I hear the words in rap lyrics or in songs or people talk about it now like it's a slice of bread, I just never use it in those terminologies.
okay,
Never use it at all. Matters better.
okay. I can respect that. So is it is the difference between not liking somebody and wishing them no good. There's a difference between not liking somebody and being envious of them.
Hmm.
Is a difference between not liking somebody and just despise them.
Yeah.
For but the reason for that envy and that despise and that jealousy, whatever, is not because of who you are, but what you're able to accomplish.
Yeah.
And that's where I would call a hater. They are the ones who are unhappy with certain things in their life
Yeah.
to make you dislike what's going on in your life.
Agreed.
So, and this is why being too perfect on social media relationship is too perfect can create that form of envy and dissatisfaction with the other person's life. So think about it. Say let's take the relationship out of it. We're dating. We're you and I are back single, and we're dating. And we're putting out. Yeah, I'm getting fly. About to go out and blah blah blah. I'm about to take such and such out. And I think I'm a wine and diner, or I'm gonna do this and that. Now, and I keep showing this, or I'm keep showing that I'm taking these high quality ladies out.
Hmm.
And now we're taking these high quality ladies out. Guess what? The dude with low self esteem who thinks he can't get these high quality. Guess what he gonna do? Have some kind of disdain for you for what you're doing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So those that perfect that perfectness
Yeah.
breeds this. All right, we got some comments here. Let me bring them
Indeed.
up.
Kia McLean says, when I wasn't doing much, I didn't have haters. When I began to live my life fully out loud, I definitely encountered and experienced haters, aka the gatekeepers.
Hmm.
And then she followed up again and said, I don't believe everyone encounters haters based on what they do and share with the world also. Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with both of those statements. There's definitely people out there that can despise you. And even back in early 90s when I experienced racism in the corporate world, I never looked at it as again as hate. I looked at it as a challenge that I had to overcome by understanding the concept of the game, and the game meaning that the corporate world, you have to get in to know who to know and what to know in order to advance your career, because there will be people who will hold you back based on your race, religion, creed, agenda, profession, all that. And that was very live and there in the 90s and around the DFW era for a black man. It was something that I am writing in my memoirs book about.
Yeah, I
And
feel emotionally strong on you on that one.
once that book comes out, you would definitely see the names will be changed to protect those that are innocent, but the explanation will go into graphic detail of how things were happening and what I faced, and still able to stand here and stand tall and share that message.
All right. She also says nobody hated on my toxic relationships for sure.
That's a good one, because I think people will actually make sure when you're having toxicity that they want to see or what they experience or what they think
Because
everyone else should feel.
they want to feel better they want to feel better about themselves through the detriment of you.
Yeah,
But that's just people stuff people got to work out.
yeah,
And first, wait a minute, we got to flip it to the positive.
yeah,
So you have to recognize in yourself that I have some disdain for people who doing better than me. Instead of uplifting and congratulating them, why am I not feeling happiness for somebody else's happiness?
hmm.
For instance, if your homeboy came to you and said, "Yo, I just bought a new 2025 Tesla truck, and it sent me back. It sent me back 100,000. And you're driving a Kia Soul.
I'm mad.
Oh, you hating?
I'm emoji
You
mad
hating?
now.
You hating?
I'm driving a Kia Soul. Then you could have said, okay, I got an old 72 Coupe de Ville. Then I'm like, okay, fine. I got an old school lack. But you said a Kia Soul? I'm mad because I'm driving a Kia Soul. Nobody driving that piece. No.
I mean, I ain't saying look like a hamster. No, I'm just putting it out there like we just it's like an
Hamster wheel.
example. Yeah,
Yeah.
but do you like? Oh man, that's what's up. That man. I'm proud of you. Like go spin the block in that thing. Go do what you do. Or you be like, man, why you pay so much for that truck? Them things ain't been tested. You find every bad little thing about it.
I got a reason why that is.
Yeah, why you find everything negative about his purchase.
That's called selective perception. It is based on the fact that people tend to notice and remember information that confirms to their existing beliefs. So if your existing belief is all I can afford is this Kia Soul, you're not going to be able to understand and be happy for your homeboy who's putting up in this Bentley. You know what I mean? Because you're narrowing your focus to only what you have experienced in life and not understanding that people may experience other things in life. And if you listen good enough, they may put you on game. So the narrow-mindedness can diminish your focus or your beliefs on how you can also achieve greatness.
Right. So now. I know for a thing. Let's talk about this other part of the interview.
Okay.
About buying yourself into the relationship.
Hmm.
And this is where, first of all, he was saying some kind of designer stuff I can't even pronounce.
That's like having that Kia Soul, man.
Yeah. The designer stuff he was talking about buying this woman.
Yeah. Yeah, so designer HM bags, whatever, Berkeley bags.
Yeah. All right. So
I actually looked those things up online. They run anywhere from 150 to 200, like you said, 300,000. Yeah.
So now,
who buying that?
Yeah, right. So now let's talk about authenticity of me. She was like, you just met this person, now you buying this stuff.
Yeah.
So if a person is buying this stuff for me, or I'm buying this stuff for them, I'm like now I'm a sugar daddy. Are they? I'm about to come back to in a second, but are they in it for the money or my affection? That's one.
Okay.
Two, my love language might be gifts. Now they might take advantage of they don't know how to receive this or understand how this works. Now I'm looking a fool. And three, which we had a discussion about this a couple of years ago. If I'm buying all this stuff for her, and she could say, well, he's a good provider and does all this stuff and buy me this. I ain't gotta work. I can learn to love him. I may not like him. I may not be in love with him now, but shit, he keep buying this. I can learn to love him. He's checking all these boxes financially. He's providing a home. He's buying this. He's giving me the car. He's doing that. Shit, I can learn to love him. But so this is where it gets confusing.
That's an altered reality. Purchase your way into the love. That's an altered reality. I'm just going to give you a quick explanation here. Whether anonymity, escapism, or social approval, you're basically obscuring your true identity. So someone that can purchase their way into love are showing that they do not have the personality to have a deeper conversation to get a person to love them truly. So they have to use alternate forms of reality, which is money to impress. So you're using the money as the bait instead of using yourself as the person to communicate. The money communicate. If you're tricking, you ain't, if you got it, I guess you ain't tricking. But you can't use money as the motive to get someone's affection and love, because when the person responds and say, hey, I can learn to love him, he got all this money, pay all my bills, you're both living behind a mask. That's not reality. That's not reality.
And it's not. And I'm not saying this rule. This is not
Yeah.
the absolute rule,
Yeah.
but it's more common is that just is a false reality. Now we can call it saving them, or now I'm not. Go ahead.
No, finish your thought, because I got something I want to jump back into what you said earlier. I got to
Yeah,
remember what it was, though.
but buying yourself into a relationship because you don't have maybe a self-esteem issues, or maybe that's why you was taught, and maybe what you seen. 2 or 3, you ain't got no damn game. Now, let's be transparent. This is data firm to real.
Mm-hmm.
I have, with my limited funds, I have tried to buy myself into certain relationships by giving gifts or doing this, doing so much financially for people or person, female, just to try to get their affection.
Okay.
Because I had to learn. I didn't know better.
Okay.
And guess what? It didn't work out. I'm not saying it's not absolute, but in my cases, it didn't work out.
Let me throw something out there after you. Okay, now we're talking about here the aspect of alternate reality, buying love, purchasing your way into the love. Now think about this: if you were a successful businessman, Jay-Z, he meets a successful woman, Beyonce. They both got money. Now, some people may call it dating on their level, because they're not going to go get somebody out of McDonald's or out the hood. They're going to get someone on the level. So Jay-Z's meeting someone on his level. So the fact that he's dating her and taking her out to nice restaurants, picking up in the Bentley limousine, buying her that Birkin bag, is that considered purchasing yourself into the love? Because you're dating at a certain level or aspect of what she can relate to. You're not stooping down or standing up or beyond your means of reach. How would you think of that?
I would say no.
Okay.
Because that could be the same. Because look at their like I say, they're on the same level.
Yeah.
On the same financial level.
Yep.
That's like me. I ain't saying I'm broken. That's like me saying, shit. Every time me and you go out, I'm gonna buy you this McDonald's. Shit, I can get that Happy Meal for you, baby.
Yeah.
Because we're on a certain financial level. Or I could, if every time me and the lady I'm dating go, I give her I've been known to always give her flowers. That's
a dozen roses ain't cheap, so you purchase yourself into the love.
Hold on, I said flowers. We talking about financial.
Okay,
flowers.
Okay, flowers.
You go to HEB, Kroger's, and all
those. You
gonna
get some carnations.
Yeah, shit. I bought my lady. I bought my fiance some flowers the other week, some yellow flowers, just for the hell of it. Oh. They didn't cost me much, and they still bright yellow and beautiful, blooming.
Okay,
but it's nothing beyond my level.
Yeah.
There's nothing behind. That's something she can afford easy, something I can afford easy.
Yeah.
So, but now if I was, let's say I made $700,000 a year, and every time I said, if I would pay $700,000 a year, you
got my hand up.
Yeah, give me a new host.
Hey man, I got expensive taste. You can afford me, man. Yeah,
I got with you. So, but it's like if I was making $700,000 and instead of getting her flowers every time I see her, I'm buying her jewelry every time. I'm like, I'm buying, just constantly buying jewelry.
Yeah.
and she now we making 700,000, and she only makes 50,000 a year, and I'm buying all this. She's like, bump this. I ain't got to work. I can learn to love him.
She be like, how many babies you want? She trying to lock that down.
That's what ball players. That's what the ball player wives like do. Hey, so that's so. But it's a facade. I'm not loving you because of who you are. I'm trying to love you for what you do. And like he said, But he said, "Wait, I don't love.
He
I
said,
love you, but I don't like you."
yeah, those that love you but don't like you. That was kind of strong because he had some other emphasis in there as well. That is
And
pretty strong because no one's gonna display that type of emotion, I believe, for the other world to see. You may have some arguments and that may have a deeper root cause you need to get to. But that was pretty strong. That was pretty harsh what he said.
yeah, right. But notice what he said. Hold on, let me check something real quick. He notice what he said. He didn't say, "I love you, but I don't like you." He didn't say, "I'm in love with you, but I don't like you."
Yeah.
The difference.
Mm.
I love friends. I love mankind. I love another person enough to know I don't want to see you no harm. I can't stand your ass. I don't want to be here with you.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing bad happen to you. I don't want misfortune, but I don't want to be around you.
Yeah.
So he didn't say, "No, I'm in love. I'm in love with you, and I can't. I don't like you, and I can't stand you." No, he said, "I love you, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
like you." There's a difference.
Yeah.
Hell, even when you're in love with somebody, there's gonna be days you don't like them because you can't. It can be
You gotta
days
learn to
where
love them.
you, yeah, but no, but like say you and your lady, y'all love each other, but y'all in love with each other. But there's some days she might irritate you, and you're like, man, I don't feel like being bothered with her today. She
Yeah.
on some shit, and you go back and like, okay, I forgive you for being on the shit. You know, we good.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to be. I just didn't care for all that stuff today. You know, we
Yeah.
got a few hours, calm, chill out, come back. You know, but that's the difference. I mean, I'm not. He just said, "I love you, but I don't like you." No, he didn't say, "I in love with you and I don't
Yeah.
like you."
Yeah. So what do you think about the concept of trying to keep up with what other people are doing on social media? And the reason I say that because the pressures to conform, to fit into certain social norms or trends on social media can lead people to present a false image of themselves, almost like keeping up with the Joneses, but on a digital scale. So when you indicated earlier, uh, homeboy driving a kid, but he's pulled up in an expensive car, and you see other people see other people on social media doing that. They were like, oh, well, I got to show out like they are. That role of being a mass is presenting a different reality because you may not can afford that car compared to someone else who can afford that car. You know what I mean? And
So I know
therefore
exactly what you.
you can't even pay your rent because you know trying to show out.
Once again, that's a internal problem. That's an internal problem, and I can't blame that on social media.
Okay.
If before social media, the term "keeping up with the Joneses" was around before social media. You know, you was trying to do the person on the block was doing. I take it deeper than I take it a little bit farther back, a little farther back
Okay.
during integration, from segregation to integration in the black society. We started wondering what the white folks got instead of being satisfied with what we already had.
Yeah.
We wanted to eat what the white folks had ate. We wanted to get with the white folks, and it was taking and it was using our money to support white business instead of black business.
Yeah.
And what did it did? What did it do? It degraded the black culture, or it took the black culture down. Now, putting out a social media relationship perspective, trying to keep up with what the other people do in their relationship. you're downgrading or you're tearing down your own relationship, trying to do what somebody else is doing, keep up with somebody else,
Yeah.
and not realizing it's the window that you're looking through. Not you're not inside the whole house.
Exactly.
They only give you what they want you to see. They're controlling that narrative, like
Yeah.
which we said we should do. The narrative they're giving you, you're taking too serious.
Hmm.
Focus
And
on
you're not focused on yourself.
right.
You're living through someone else's dream
Yeah,
or reality.
exactly. Every relationship is unique to that relationship. Your relationship may have similarities, but your relationship is unique.
Hmm.
Focus on yours. Now you can use the other as inspiration. You can congratulate them, be happy for them. But the
Yeah.
moment the envy kicks in, now we start having a problem when you start trying to emulate that. We got some issues.
Yes.
Now we start looking at like I'm we trying to emulate somebody when we're not in love.
Mm.
I
Wow.
don't like I don't like you. I love you, but I don't like you. But
Yeah.
once again, I'm not gonna put that I don't like you on social media. Oh, he bought me this. I don't care about his ass, but he won't keep buying me. So yay!
Yeah.
And guess what's gonna happen now? Somebody else gonna go creep in that dude that for you, and it's gonna probably be your homegirl
Mm.
who don't make but 55,000.
That's some that's some hateration for you right there.
Hmm. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm in my world on social media. You gonna see a force field around it.
Deep.
Yeah,
Lock that thing down, man. Don't be sharing too much.
yeah. So, man, we've been on here what? Well, we've been
Yeah.
over our time.
We're going over our time. It's time to get to that part of the show where we call on the spot. We're gonna get to that tonight. We're gonna cut it
I
off
think we
early.
ran. I think we don't have time to do it today.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
think we. I think we've been here long enough because
Yeah, we
I'm.
may not have time to fit that in. 'Cause that may go another 15, 20 minutes.
But I'm not going to tease next topic. Next topic, I think we're going to get real juicy.
Okay.
I think we're going to get real juicy. Next in 2 weeks when we come back, we're going to get real juicy.
We'll take our shirt off or something.
Man, I'm gonna let all this man meat hang out on my shit.
Yes, yes, sir. So again, as usual, we thank you for tuning in. And don't forget to join us in 2 weeks for another engaging discussion. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, like at Date Affirm the Real. And in next Tuesday, we have the poet and the therapist coming in with their show. So please tune in to that and
That's
make
gonna be
sure
good.
to
Oh, that's
give
episode gonna be
them
good.
their props and their attention as well. 7:30 Central Time on Tuesday.
It varies. Just
Varies.
look for the event on your YouTube and your Instagram.
Mhm.
We will post it. So trust me, it's gonna be good.
Yes. And until next time, take care and keep exploring the many facets of love, life, and relationships.
Yeah, love positive. Do your thing.
He is Marcus, and I am Don.
We out.
And we out.